Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Nama Pracharanacharyam Lokanugrahakadaram Radha Krishna Priyam Vande Abhedananda Sadguru. Naham Vasami Vaikunthe Yoginam Hridayena Cha Madbhakta Yatra Gayanti Tatra Tishtami Narada. Thus says Bhagavan Vishnu to Narada Maharshi, I neither stay in Vaikuntha nor in the hearts of yogis. Instead, I stay wherever my bhaktas sing in praise of me with complete faith and devotion. Bhakti, Jnana and Vairagya are said to be the three different paths to reach Mukti or the eternal happiness. Among these, the Bhakti cult is said to be the most effective and easiest way of God realization in Kali Yuga, as it goes in Srimad Mahabhagavata. Yad bhalam nasti tapasa na yoge na samadhina tat bhalam labhate samyak kalau keshava kirtanat. There have been many great souls who walked the earth and attained the eternal bliss through the medium of Namajapa. His Holiness Sadguru Sri Abhedananda Bharathi Maharaj was one great saint among the legacy of spiritual masters Bharatavarsha has witnessed. He is often revered as the reincarnation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a great seer who dedicated his whole life for preaching Harinama Sankirtanam in his mellifluous voice through the length and breadth of the country.
Swamy Abhedananda Bharathi was born in the princely state of Travancore to the most pious couple, Sri Krishna Pillai and Srimati Lakshmi Pillai, on the 8th of April 1909. The child was named Velayudan as he was born as the result of the penance the couple served to Lord Subramanya. From childhood itself, Velukutty, as he was fondly called, was inclined towards spirituality and music. This was identified and nurtured by his paternal uncle, Sri Parashala Padmanabha Pillai, who was a great devotee of Anjaneya and a God-realized person himself. The real turning point in the life of young Velukutty happened when he happened to meet Sadguru Sri Vidyadhiraja Chattambi Swamigal, an Avaduta and a social reformer. Swamiji considered Sri Chattambi Swamigal as his guru and had great reverence for him. The advice given to the disciple by Guru was to study well and not to go behind any bearded guy. The Shishya lived his Guru's words. He learnt everything which was needed to fulfill his life's purpose on this earth. Never did he go behind any bearded guy, but many bearded guys followed the path set by him.
As young Velayudan grew up, the urge within him to seek the ultimate truth also grew. He used to leave home all of a sudden and wander alone, unplanned, and come home after many months together. Wherever he goes, he would earn so many devotees, thanks to his vast knowledge in the spiritual texts and his melodious music. By that time, Velayudan had assumed a new name, Muruganandan, and began to wear saffron attires. He used to be referred by the devotees as Chinnaswami or the young saint. It was in one of those journeys when this incident which changed the whole life of Muruganandan happened. He was staying at the ashram of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi in Arunachalam. One day, Maharshi saw Muruganandan indulging in severe pranayama and other yogic practices. Maharshi came near him and told, "You are born to spread the Nama Sankirtanam and not for this," and thus made him realize his life's purpose.
From the Ramanashrama, Muruganathan wandered throughout India. He loved to travel without any plans as he trusted on the Lord's promise. Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. He used to do bhajans wherever he went, and the devotees used to forget themselves and dance around him. Many a time, Muruganathan used to enter Bhava Samadhi or trance during bhajans with no signs of life for hours together. One day, Muruganathan suddenly returned home to see his ailing father, attended him till his death, and fulfilled his responsibilities to the father as a son. He was with his mother in her last minute also and performed her final rites.
The life of a Paribrajaka which he led gave him opportunity to mingle with several sannyasins and observe their lives. He stayed in caves, ate fruits and leaves from the forests, and drank water from the streams. The search of a suitable guru led him to the Kailas ashram in the Himalayas. A sannyasin named Sri Swarupananda Bharathi was staying in the ashram and was giving discourses on spiritual matters. Muruganathan found his guru in this yogi and used to attend his satsangs regularly. One day, Muruganathan approached Swarupanandaji and expressed his desire to be initiated to sannyasa. Guru blindly turned the request out. Young Muruganathan withdrew from there without any qualm on his face. He continued attending the discourses and Guru kept observing him. After many days, Swarupanandaji asked Muruganathan to get ready for the sannyasa diksha. At this time also, the expression on the young yogi's face was the same as he had when his request was first rejected. Guru gave him sannyasa diksha and named him Abhedananda Bharathi, a name that perfectly fitted the young yogi who displayed absolute composure and calmness even in the most trying situation. Thus, the young yogi, who used to be known as Velayudhan, Velukutty, Muruganathan and Chinnaswamy, became Swamy Abhedananda Bharathi at the age of 27, who became one of the most inexorable links in the Guru Parampara.
After taking sannyasa, Gurudev left Rishikesh and set out with Harinama Pracharana Yajna throughout the nation. He used to consider himself as the servant of all the servants of God. Gurudev's way of devotion was Nama Sankirtanam. He urged, "Sing, sing, sing aloud until thy heart breaks." There used to be a time when the morning bells of Trivandrum used to be Gurudev's bhajans, which he used to perform in Bheri or Madhukaravrti, with so many devotees joining him in utmost devotion, singing and dancing in ecstasy. Gurudev's presentation of Meera bhajans used to attract and melt even the hardest of the hearts. Gurudev introduced a unique way of worshipping the Lord through the Laksharchana and the Koti Archana, in which the devotees, irrespective of caste, creed and gender, used to perform the Archana, thus bringing in the sense of social equality. He established 2 ashrams in Travancore as the memorial of Vidyadhiraja Chattambiswamy and named them Abhedasramam Mahamanthralayam. He used to reiterate that the name Abhedasramam doesn't refer to his name, but the culture to be nurtured in the ashram by treating everyone equally, the sense of Abheda. Crores of written Mahamantras installed in vaults under the shrines of Balakrishna Swami and Radha Maharani in these ashrams empowered the Sanctum Sanctorum with the divine Nama. Gurudev started the Akhanda Nama Japa Yajna in both the ashrams, where a tall lamp was lit and a person holding a tanpura would be revolving around it, chanting the Mahataraka mantra, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gurudev was the first person to take the tanpura and chant the sacred name. The Akhanda Nama Japa Yajna started by Gurudev in both the ashrams has been going on incessantly from the last 70 years without the lamp being turned off or the tanpura being kept down. The only fixed deposit for both the ashrams, in Gurudev's own words. Gurudev authored many books and scripted and staged many dramas. Some of the dramas are Shankara Vijayam, Krishna Arjuna Vijayam, Chaitanya Charitam, Bhakta Meera, etc. Some of his other works include Ma Shucha, Vyakyayanas for Chaitanya Shikshashtakam, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavata, and Kalisandarana Upanishad. Gurudev contributed his two prominent disciples to the society, Swamy Prabodhananda and Swamy Bhajanananda, who took Gurudev's mission of Nama Sankirtanam to every nook and corner of the country.
In the due course, Gurudev sensed that his stay on this world was nearing the end. He advanced towards the banks of Ganga for the Mahaprasthanam. He was staying near the Ganga to watch her flow and to listen to the celestial music of her holy waters in his own words. One day, Gurudev survived a massive heart attack which could have been fatal as diagnosed by the doctors. Gurudev woke up from the sedation and narrated the divine vision he had soon after the heart attack. A beautiful young divine lady, clad in pure white attire, with an enchanting smile and merciful eyes, appeared before Gurudev. She told him in her sweet, kindly words, "I am Goddess Ganga. Abhedananda has attained Samadhi as a result of the heart attack. You are not Abhedananda now. I am occupying this body with a specific purpose. You must take the initiative to start Akhanda Nama Japa on my banks here. I want to hear the continuous chanting of Lord's name here also. After the purpose is achieved, even I will leave this body." Gurudev instructed the devotees to call him Abhedamai and not Abhedananda. Gurudev instructed Jala Samadhi for him and insisted that no Samadhi Mantapa or monument should be built on these regards. According to him, the Akhanda Namavedi in both the ashrams are the monuments for him. As per the Sankalpa of Goddess Ganga and Gurudev, Akhanda Nama Japa Yajna was started at Haridwar near the banks of Ganga under the leadership of Gurudev. An ashram was established at that space after the Mahasamadhi, which is named as Abhedaganga Maya Ashram, where the Akhanda Nama Japa Yajna still continues. Gurudev's health started declining and was shifted to Mulchand Hospital in Delhi. On the 28th of October 1983, Gurudev experienced another massive heart attack and was shifted to ICU. The doctors managed to bring back Gurudev to normal state and he woke up very cheerful the next morning. By 4 p.m., Gurudev's heartbeat became irregular and he experienced difficulty in breathing. Devotees came and stood around Gurudev, chanting the Mahamantra. By 9 p.m., his breathing became normal, but Gurudev raised his right palm towards the blessed devotees who were present there. Gurudev's graceful and tranquil face brightened with a solemn smile. The moon-like face which used to emanate heavenly grace, those divine, merciful eyes, lips which sang the sweetest melodies of the Lord, hands which always used to tap the rhythm for those melodies, the lotus feet which walked the length and breadth of Bharata Desha preaching the Mahamantra, all became motionless. Gurudev peacefully entered the state of Mahasamadhi on 29 October 1983. The divine body was laid in Jala Samadhi on the lap of Mother Ganga as insisted by Gurudev himself. Though Gurudev left his mortal body, a true devotee could always feel his presence each moment when he sings out the Lord's name with pure devotion. As promised, Gurudev would sing along with him, dancing in sheer ecstasy, shedding tears of joy.